Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is a Nerf overview. This will be the first video of yet another playlist, which will be simply titled Nerf. So we will be taking a look at my primary first string blasters, all right? These are oriented, except for the one all the way at the bottom, which you cannot see at the moment. These are oriented towards adults, for adults, to be shot at adults. These are not something you want to start using to play with your kids, because your kids will end up crying. Why? Well, for one thing, a lot of these, they felt the need, the company that made them, to incorporate a safety. Yeah. So, this is a quick overview of them. I'm not going to be spending a lot of time on any of them. At a later date, I will be doing a video on each. All right. So, starting off low, this you can use with kids. This, and you have seen it before if anybody's watched videos recently, this is a Dart Zone Spectrum going under the branding Adventure Force. Adventure Force is basically a brand sold in Walmart. A bunch of companies contribute to it, so they're not all Dart Zone products. There could be Buzzbee, etc. But this is a Dart Zone Spectrum in their newly released, possibly limited release, red. It's not exactly in box format right here. I have made changes. It has not been modified internally. However, it does not come with a Magpul clip. It comes with a bright orange one. And this stock, although it is Dart Zone, is not the stock for this blaster. This is for the Villainator, all right? However, it is slightly longer than the one that comes with this, and that's what I use. All right, so it's not exactly in the format that it would be when you saw it in the store. This is only found in store. The green version, the original green version, is a pretty horrific green, so think carefully. You can get it at Walmart.com. Exact same blaster, exact same output. I just don't like the color. This is a bit loud itself, but I like the red more. The red one can only be found in store. It shoots at about 100 FPS. My nephews that are 5 and 8, pretty tough guys for their age, have no issue with getting hit from something like this. Okay? It is motorized. You have a rev trigger down bottom that revs, and you have the trigger, one pull, one dart. It's fairly accurate considering it has a faux barrel. All right? Overall, for the money, which by the way is $19.99, it's a really good deal. Moving on. Dart Zone and Walmart again. This is a out-of-the-box competition level starter blaster. All right. This is the Nexus Pro. Now, this one has been modified slightly. I have a spring spacer in it, and this is not the foregrip that it comes with. This is a pump action springer. It is not motorized. So, all right. It has a vertical grip that it comes with and bright orange magazines. I am running it with Stefan short dart magazines, and that is the adapter at the top. Now, unlike the Spectrum I just showed you a moment ago, which is only long darts, this does fire the short darts, the 36 millimeter short darts, which I will be going over in a later video. This can fire either though. You can fire long darts or short darts. I prefer short darts, okay? So That is the Nexus Pro. This is at Walmart only. Okay, it does actually come under the Adventure Force branding. You can buy it at walmart.com. Ridiculously low price, again, as is basically all the Dart Zone products. For a competitive level blaster like this, it comes in at about $49.95. All right, so that is the Nexus Pro. Moving up, we're still on Dart Zone, however, no Walmart. This is a Target exclusive. Okay, so not only is it just Target, it's Target online only. It is not found in store. This is the Dart Zone Pro Mark 1. Okay, this is a step up from the Nexus Pro. The Nexus Pro without my spring spacer fires about 130-ish. Okay, you are firing above 150 with this. All right, now it is completely stock right now, except for, as usual, the magazine. I am using a Worker Talon mag, short dart mag, with, if I can get it out, the adapter. I use these on all the blasters. All the spring powered blasters you see me have is going to have basically the same things. They're not the stock version. They're these, and I'll show you why. On the stock version mags, you have an adapter in there for short darts, and then you have the short dart magazine. So this is the magazine release. If you're running a long dart magazine, you just have to pull back the spring, the primer, hit this and release the large magazine. With the stock short dart magazines, you have this trigger for the adapter, and then you have another trigger for the short dart magazine. With the Workers, without hitting yourself in the face, they're just pull out, okay? And the adapter is still in there. So this fires 150 or above, okay? Now, it fires long and short darts. It's capable. I go with the short darts, but it is like the Nexus Pro, the last one. It can fire long or short. I go with the short. This retails at about $150, okay? Is it worth it? Out of all what I'm showing you here, price point is most questionable with this one, okay? It's a good blaster, don't get me wrong. It's a good blaster, it's fairly accurate, it shoots hard, it's everything they claim. There are some pros on it, there are some cons on it, but it is expensive for what it is. It is $150 only at Target.com. Moving up, probably the one that everybody's wondering about. This is a Worker Prophecy R, okay? So this is a build-it-yourself kit. This is the second variation of this that I have built. Originally, when I got this, it was a basic kit, basic long dart kit, okay? It retailed at the time at AK Blaster Mod. It retailed at about $118 plus tax. Free shipping, but came from Hong Kong, so it took about a month to get here. Recently, it has been upgraded internally to fire short darts. Now, when it was the long dart variation, and that 116-17 price is now up to about 131, it fired at about 110 FPS. Now, I don't know exactly what it fires at now, to tell you the truth, but I do know one thing. I don't want to get hit by it because it's probably well over 200 FPS. You could never use this playing with your kids or anybody's kids or anybody under the age of, they usually say 14, but with this one, probably be safe not to shoot at anybody under the age of 18 with it. I can shoot this from my front porch and hit my relative's house across the street on their front porch. It's over 200 feet per second, easy. Basically what happened was, it's working with the same worker Talon mag, only it's a longer curve. This one takes 18. It's collapsible stock. It's got a really tough prime. Let me just tell you how strong this is. And this is something I've just noticed right now. When I just pulled the trigger right there, it was unloaded, obviously. The air output out the end moved a curtain that's about 15 feet away. Okay? So this is something that you do not want to get into, like building one of these, until you know what's going on. How am I going to know what's going on if I'm not into this? Because I'm going to do videos about internals. I decided last night. So there are going to be videos coming up sooner than later, probably before any reviews, of what's going on inside a Nerf blaster. So you can get a general idea. Now, most of my stuff will involve pump action springers because that is my main interest, and I am not overly qualified to talk about motorized, okay? That inner orange ring in there, yeah, that's an actual barrel. Why? Because this has a sealed breech. Anyway, moving on. That is the Worker Prophecy R. It is a build-yourself kit. This is probably a good deal for anyone. This can be found actually on Amazon, and when I do set up in the storefront a Nerf section, which I'm hesitant to do right now because I don't want people running out and buying stuff that they have no idea what to do with, this will probably be on there. It does run higher than the Nexus Pro. It shoots just as hard or close to the Nexus Pro, but it is actually made for people to modify, okay? So I'm running it with my usual clip setup. This only shoots short darts. And that Prophecy R, now that I altered it, the internals only shoots long darts. So basically out of the 4 springers, the Nexus Pro and the Pro Mark 1, it's actually Mark 1.1, those are the only 2 that can fire both. This, although it does take an adapter, and it would take a long dart clip, will not fire long darts because of the breech not being big enough to take it. So this fires only at about 130 FPS, 135, which is all they really claim. That said, see this orange end? That's a scar barrel. It has a barreling, I think it's 4 threads in a spiral. They say it makes Nerf darts more accurate. Never really put much to that. Probably true, but something that you won't really be able to tell? No, you're able to tell. This thing is ridiculously accurate, and I don't even need any optical sighting to be accurate with this because for whatever reason, aim and fire, I have it to a point. I can hit a 4x4 target thing, which I will show you later, from over 20 feet out, dead on in the center of it every time. Clip holds 18 on this. I can hit it dead center 15 out of 18 times and hit the white target itself all 18 times. It is ridiculously accurate. It is only firing at about 130 FPS. That said, it is a breakdown model, and although it's got quick release pins, although there hasn't been anything released for this yet, upgrade-wise, I'm sure it will be coming. So basically what this is, it is a CETA jet blaster, CETA platform. However, unlike Jet Blaster, which is made in Singapore, this is a licensed out American variant. It is called Game Face, the company. It is part of Crossman, all right? Crossman is making these. They are a CETA variant, but being made here. This is Crossman's only blaster at the moment, but I believe there are upwards of 3 more releases coming in 2021. So this is the Game Face Prime. You can actually find this on Amazon. They are cheaper than they originally. Originally, these were about $89. They are hovering in the high 60s at the moment. They have gone on sale before as low as 56. Okay, so you can find this at Amazon, or you can go to GameFaceBlasters.com. It is by far the most accurate of what I've just shown you here. Okay, so it is most accurate. Strongest is the Worker Prophecy R. All right. This big selling point is that it is harder shooting than the Game Face Prime, but not as accurate. But it can take long and short darts. All right. The Nexus Pro this is probably where you want to start out at if you're like competitive level blasters. Start here. It's stronger. It's going to be stronger than anything you have from Hasbro. Trust me. It's the cheapest, all right? And you can upgrade this. There is aftermarket parts for this now. So those are my primary first tier, top tier, first string blasters, and that is what I'm going to leave it at right now, because as you may or may not be able to tell, I am sort of fumbling through this, trying to limit information and give enough at the same time. Anyway, there will be another video of the second rack. I do hope you are all well. Do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.